All right, we're live. We're live, Blazened. How's everybody doing? I'm going to give it a moment. I really don't know how this is going to work, but we're going to find out. It's like Jess Grows Green showed up. How you doing, buddy? Really good to see you. Sure, I'd stop by and say hello to everyone. It's been a month. No reason particularly. I was just basically just taking it easy. I've been doing long forms. If you guys notice, I don't do shorts anymore. I don't really watch shorts. There's nothing against shorts, but all right. Hey, I'm live. Yeah, I'm focusing my efforts on long form content, and I'm going to be doing live. So again, nothing against shorts. I do enjoy. You guys do an amazing job out there. I've seen you guys do some really fun shorts, awesome music, educational. You have a very limited time, so if you're able to do some education in that limited time with some cool music and such, and it's great. I mean, nothing against them. It's just I've noticed that when I get, for example, when you get subscribers from shorts, those subscribers they want to watch shorts. So converting those subscribers into long form watchers has been really difficult, at least so far in this YouTube journey. So that's one thing I wanted to talk about too. Getting to 500 subscribers, what I've learned. I'm going to make a video about it, but there's definitely some strategy to everything on here. Yeah, it's this StreamYard. I don't know if it's going to send out to people, honestly, guys. Let me pull up. This is our first time using this, and I noticed also without paying for it, it's extremely limited, unfortunately. Let's see. What's it look like on here? Can I watch it on here too? I wonder if it's going to let me. Weird, it's not letting me. Anyway, hopefully I can see you guys, all of your chats. I'm not used to this. I do see TN. How you doing? Alaska's finest. Really appreciate you stopping by the live. Yeah, it's been a month, and it's really I've been wanting to go live, but I've been kind of watching other creators. I know that other creators have started going live, and it's awesome. Like people I've been close to through this journey, and I've been kind of watching their lives and hanging out with them. One of my favorite recently is Crumblewig. He does morning streams, and it's too early for me, but I always catch the replay. What's going on? Popping the seeds. Great guy. Cheers to you. He's got the trees over there. Guy is growing literal trees, along with other wonderful community members here. But yeah, I guess this is the chat. I would prefer to pull it up and watch it live, but I guess this is good enough. This is good enough. Scotty, I actually did receive your slaps. I haven't done a video yet, but I really appreciate that. I really do. I'm gonna roll one up right now, guys, real quick. What are you guys smoking on? Tonight, it is Orange 43 from Local. One of the few that does it right over here in Missouri. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, very interesting. I don't know how the algorithms treat StreamYard streams. I always thought the most aggressive way to go live was to use YouTube's app. Use YouTube to go out. So this will be interesting. We have 8 people, it looks like, on here. I'm going to stay on for probably about 30 minutes, 40 minutes. We'll see what's cracking if anybody stops by. Yeah, just we'll be hanging out. I'm going to smoke one real quick and hang out with everybody. Really just wanted to say thank you. I never anticipated that I'd be able to grow my channel this quickly with so many positive messages and so many good people. It's really scary, once you put yourself out there on YouTube and you put yourself in front of the camera. It's very scary, but that's the only way you're really going to find your people. At least for me, it was the way I could do it. So, and then you also find who's not your people, because some people don't like, you can't. Everybody's not going to be able to like everybody, right? I mean, it's just anyway. Let me get this rolled up. Legacy Leaf popping. Yeah, look at got Legacy Leaf in there. What's going on, Legacy Leaf? Yeah, I'm gonna have to get these autos germinated because the ones I haven't even touched them, guys. Honestly, I've been trying to get these damn Humboldt seeds. I got one that's doing really well. She's beautiful. I would show you, but maybe we will. Maybe we'll show. I didn't want to get this live restricted. I don't know. Is everybody having restrictions all the time still too? I didn't know. I'm trying to do like one restricted video a week, just because it doesn't really. I mean, it's just not really helping uh, my growth on the channel and reach by only posting restricted videos. So I figured I'd go ahead and go into the soil. I'm really excited. I have 10 gallons. I'm actually going to do another batch to finish up what I have left of the ingredients. So I have 10 gallons ready to go. You guys watched me do the first 5 a week ago. It's still cooking up. I'm just like trying to be patient over here. Um, Hopefully after that, I won't have to worry about soil, at least for a while, or I'll just have to keep making more, right? I didn't want to make too much at first because I've never tried this recipe. I did a lot of research and worked with AI to see what would be the best possible combination of ingredients to use, and for a organic living soil, with stress-free, low maintenance, water only, with minimal top dressing needed. But we'll see. This is going to be amazing. That's why I'm so excited about it. Got 11 people on. What's going on, guys? How you guys doing out there? You guys are amazing. You guys are winning appeals out there? You kidding me? Wow. Okay. See, I've noticed now what's interesting, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but there's other cannabis creators that have put out some videos that have thousands of views in the last couple days. And they're not huge channels. So that's is that a good sign? Is it starting to loosen up a little bit? Um, because that's pretty cool. If we can continue just to be consistent and do what we're doing and show that we're not harmful. Did I not bring a lighter in here? Are you kidding me? Oh, no, I did. I did. All right. Well, cheers, everybody. Oh, I'm gonna light this up. Yeah, it's wonderful. It's cooled off a little bit. We had some heat come in. I was able to get outside. I had some sumac. I don't know if you guys saw one of my videos. I was dealing with some sumac on my hand. I got rid of that shit. I'm allergic to that. I had it really bad when I was younger, and when I got it when I was younger, it got between my fingers. I'm really allergic to it when it gets into me, but the stuff is really good. Now, the terpenes on this are myrcene, heavy terpinolene, myrcene, beta caryophyllene. I mean, we're talking. I don't have the terp percentages right here, but this is probably the terpiest flower in Missouri. I would love for somebody to change my mind. Commercial. I'm talking about commercial, guys. YouTube is being nice. That's good to hear because it's rough out here. It's rough out here. That's why I've been kind of like branching out. We're doing soil. We're going to do some vegetables and fruits. We're going to do all kinds of stuff. I still want to do a video about 500 subscribers, what I've learned so far, the good and the bad, the ugly, the amazing. Of course, you guys are part of the amazing. Chunky grows. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. You're getting ready to harvest too. A lot of people are getting ready to harvest, huh? Yeah, the soil. I mean, it's like once I was like, all right, well, you know what? A lot of people are selling a lot of things, and what if I just get all the raw ingredients? It's going to take longer. It takes a little bit longer. It takes a little bit more effort, right? I don't just get like a packet and throw it in or whatever. But I think it's been a really good learning experience, and if you can master the craft, which is what we want to do, ultimately, I think is really what we should do. I mean, why not? We have the opportunity to do it, and we have all these awesome people around us. Oh yeah, if you guys aren't subbed up to each other, definitely sub up. If anybody's on this live, they're cool they're really cool. Trust me. I try to vet people as best I can. I've met some interesting characters on this platform. Again, good and bad and ugly. I didn't even realize there's a whole underground of people that are just like, I don't know if you want to say the word toxic. I think that might sum it up pretty quickly. But they kind of gather together, you know. They kind of feed off of each other. It's very interesting. I guess kind of like we feed off of each other in the positive way, right? So it's very interesting. Yeah, it's good to see you guys. I didn't know I just threw this together in the last hour. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go live. Yesterday, I was like, I wanted to go live today anyway, because we're getting ready to chop down. I think I'm gonna do it in the morning, but I'm gonna check right before they go to sleep tonight. I'm gonna check the trichomes, but I think in the next 24 to 48 hours, if not tomorrow morning, the morning after, and then I might leave the lights off tomorrow because I do that 48 hours of darkness if I can, just to see, Um, yeah, Scotty, I think I missed your card game somehow because I don't know. I don't remember picking a card on the last one. Did you? I think I just missed it somehow. I don't know how, but I'm not going to miss the next one. Are you doing them on your lives now? Because I'm afraid maybe I just bounced in and out of there and missed it. Robert's Place. Look at this. We got some really cool people bouncing in and out of here, guys. Definitely sub up to one another. Chunky's got the blueberry going from Humboldt, a different type of blueberry. Um, that's the only one I'm having luck with right now is blueberry pancakes. It's it's the only thing that's working right now. There's another. The other two are like just. I had two that were stunted. One died, and the replacements they're coming. But I'm like, okay, guys, you guys are. And then I had a comment that said Humboldt. They had a problem with Humboldt. Humboldt wasn't doing very good. I'm like, well, what the hell did I miss? I missed some memos out here. I try to study as much as I can, but damn, if I miss the news about bad experiences, I need to read reviews. I thought the reviews were good. That's why I went with them. But um, yeah, Jess is running. I love his setup. He's got like a gigantic tent going on. Really, all your guys' setups. I'm looking at your names. I'm like, okay, yeah, I like your guys' vibes. So what you guys got going on over there. Handyman and gardener, everything, man. What's going on? So good to see you. Now I don't know. Hopefully this is real time. It says 8:44. So guys, I don't know. You're dropping comments. I'm hoping they're coming in as fast as I get them. This is not YouTube. I'm using StreamYard for the first time. I didn't realize there was a big paywall behind it. It was a little disappointing because um, you have to pay to use all of the really cool features, right? To unlock like the high definition, you can put your logo. You can do a lot of different stuff, of course, if you pay for it. So the free version still does allow you to, do your basic stuff. I can see your guys' chat. Haven't played with it too much. You can check with it has a 30-second lag. It's good to know. Interesting. Okay. Okay. But it's cool. I thought StreamYard was cool because it's easier to get someone to come up. Like when YouTube has go live together, it only allows one person. So like I asked Scotty a couple weeks ago, because I was gonna go live a couple weeks ago and I was gonna try to invite somebody. I was gonna have Scotty up because I was gonna ask him some questions about, just kind of dig his brain and I'd love to hear about maybe some cool stories, him and his boys or him smoking back in the day. I mean, I don't know. I just have so many stories, guys, I could share with you, but uh we're officially chopping not tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna do it tomorrow morning, but if I am, I will be up early. Trust me, I'm up at like 7, 8 in the morning. So the girls don't wake up until about 9:30, 9:40. So I'm gonna definitely. I don't think I'm doing it in the morning because I would like to give them that 24 hours of extra of darkness. I don't know. I don't know if it really matters, but I've always done that. They charge you for being a guest on Growing Old. What? Well, see, that's what I'm worried about because right when you sign up for it, it tries to, well, yeah, it tries to get you to pay right away, like anything. It's like, well, go ahead and upgrade for $1 or something. I'm like, well, hold on, hold on. I don't even know what's going on yet. So once I got in there, I was like, well, I'm not going to pay for it right now, but I might because I think it'd be like I said, we can have multiple people up here. I think we can have up to what 4 people at once. I'm not sure 100%. Does anybody want to join me up here? Because that'd be cool. I'll leave the link if you guys want. Let me leave the link in the chat. Yeah, if anybody wants to come on. I'm not really showing a grow right now, but I'm just hanging out. If you guys want to show your grow, you can. I mean, I've seen all your grows; they're amazing. I like all of them. So, yeah, Crumbawig. He was testing it out the other day, and I was like, well, okay, so they got, yeah, I'm on the free version. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I like the features. I wish YouTube had this many features. Like you can change the color, you can have your little name here, you can put your guests come up, you can have banners that go across the bottom. I might be able to do that in the free version. I haven't tried it, but so you can YouTube. Come on, I just wish they had a little bit more things going on with their lives, but do they really need to? It's $1 billion company, so I don't know that they need to change much. They're just kind of slowly rolling things out here. But yeah, I'm going to chop these girls down in the next 48 hours. I'm going to go live to do it, but I don't know if I'm going to do it on StreamYard. Hey, there's Scotty. Hey, Scotty. You care if I bring you up? Hey, what's up, Scotty?
How you doing, brother?
Now maybe this was the best way to do it.
Yeah, trial and error. That's how we did it on Crumbleweek's show. You know what I mean?
Damn, dude. So those look good. So what are these autoflowers or
Yes,
photos?
sir. These are my auto flowers. So these are Mephisto genetics. All of these right here. So we got a Punch Drunk Love in the back. We got the short one down here, Frost Factory, Tennessee Honeymoon, and then we got another Frost Factory. And then I got some babies going back here.
Dude, I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. I was like, after just growing 2 plants, I'm like, you guys are just killing it out here. I have to get some things going. So I will have more green soon. It just takes time. And um, with everything else, I really hope I can get, and you guys inspire me, I will say, definitely.
Well, I appreciate it, brother. You inspire me to actually want to do better on my shows and my live with my pronunciations and with not cussing and stuff. So I mean, you inspire me too, brother.
Oh, it's just, yeah, I'm just used to not cussing because we have a lot of, I raised 3 kids. Have a really full background. So yeah, I would love to help you guys with anything. If with life in general, like I'm telling you, I think we can learn something from each other, good and again, good and bad, you know. So um we have to just be happy with what we have. And YouTube showed me this lady today. I'd never met her. The algorithm show you some crazy stuff. It showed me a lady today. She's getting ready to pass away. It was basically her goodbye video on YouTube.
Damn.
And yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it was a small channel, and it was her biggest video. And it was kind of sad, you know, because like that's what people just said goodbye, and obviously people were clicking on it and watching it. And it just puts things into perspective when you got to appreciate, you know, it's obviously you can't compare yourselves to others. And if I did, I would be very sad. I would be very sad if I compared myself to you guys with all this awesome stuff out here. Look at this. Is this your photo tent,
Yes,
Scotty?
sir. This is my photo tent. So later on this week, I got an 8x8 tent. I'm gonna be setting up. I'll be up potting all these ladies right here. As you can see, a couple of these little ladies are root bound. But you know, they still got some life in them. You know what I mean? So we're gonna get all these ladies snapped back and get the 8x8 tent set up, get some lights dropped in, and get all these ladies up potted.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And just I'm looking forward to having more to work with right now. I feel like I have it kind of easy. I'm like, you guys are having full there. I'm like, I do have time I'm doing this and doing this and doing this, checking on the plants here and there, but you guys are full time out here, and I
We're
respect that.
looking
I
at
respect that.
25, 24 ladies right now in this tent.
Oh wow, wow. Oh
There's
my,
24 in here at the moment. The 25th one that I actually started actually became a male right here with the Asian orange, granddaddy purple. So I'm gonna
oh,
do a little experimenting with some of these, catch some pollen. You know what I mean? I might have my own little breeding come January. I got a lot of seeds, dude.
That's awesome, man. That's so awesome. I'm
Plus,
not
I'm
having very good luck with my seeds for some reason right now. They're really slow, and I don't know what's going on. I think it's because of the light. I'm putting them directly under the light. It's down on a one. I have it on a one setting, but I try to get them run under the big light so that way they don't stretch very much and they just stay. I kind of like to keep them small,
as you
or
can see, I
short, I
keep
guess you could
my
say.
lights up high. I keep all my lights up high.
Yeah, yeah. I don't remember how high mine is right now, but I need to check that actually. That's a good point. I need to check what the
I
yeah,
got
growing
the
old
old
in here.
school
What's going on?
train
Growing old?
here. Got the purple train wreck in the back. I'm kind of excited about that one. That's an old school land race from
Or
Legacy
yeah,
there.
the train wreck. The train wreck is something I haven't had for a long time. So I'm looking forward to that in my grow as well. I have it's Arcata train wreck is the cross.
Well, this is a train wreck mixed with the purple Mendo's dope strain. So it's gonna be interesting to see what it comes out to be. And this is my other auto tent. As you
Damn,
can
that's
see,
an auto back there.
yeah, this is a 5 foot tent right here, and this is an
You
auto,
said
brother. This is future number one. So this is supposed to be the strongest indica that they say that they have on the market now, 9 finger leaf. So she did stretch and she had me worried, bro. I was kind of thinking this thing was a photo period going into week 7. All these ladies right here from Weed Seeds Express or autos, and they went into week 7 before they hit flower. And I've never seen an auto go past week 5. Usually week 5 about ish is when they start flower. And so I was kind of shocked.
yeah. Now that you're pointing that out, I remember you. I remember that plant in your episode now. That is a beast, dude. That's I love that thing. It's cool. Are you gonna have to like what do you call it? Monster crop it or
No, we're gonna let her ride, bro. If she gets too big and my 2x4 10 I got over there, she'll be getting transferred over there, and we'll just drop the lights up even higher. I got a couple more feet in that other tent over there. Plus, I need to be moving this UVBs over to that other tent so I can be boosting those ladies up. I
that's
run
awesome.
I run aspirin with winter frost and ruby fuel shit on the last few weeks of all my flowering.
Okay.
Gives them the stress boost. Plus, the aspirin also helps with healthy roots. I'm just now starting to learn this over my last grow. The roots were just phenomenal, dude. I'm talking massive white roots just everywhere, no dead. So I'm starting to introduce the aspirin trick, 350 milligrams, and as a baby after 2 weeks old, I'm starting these ladies too right here. So everybody's getting that shit.
Damn, man. Do you, if you don't mind me asking, Scotty, when did you start growing? When
When
did
did
or
I
do,
get going?
when did you get the? I guess a better question is when did you get the inspiration to start cultivating cannabis?
I started as a kid and I always got in trouble a lot as a kid because it was illegal
Right.
everywhere I was at. Even in my mom and dad's house, I was growing pot in their freaking house. And I moved out at the age of 14, got in trouble with the law,
Okay.
growing pot. So now I moved to where
Dang.
I got up here to Colorado and my family was like, man, that's probably where you need to be at. I was like, well, I do love to fucking grow. So this is going to be me. And they're like, hey, I could already tell this is what you're going to do. So I'm not allowed to personally grow here in this government housing, but you're gonna see me grow anyway.
Man, that's amazing. Like to me, it's like I wish I would have started cultivating sooner. The reason I didn't really is because of I was raising kids. I have 3 kids, so it was just my ex. I guess that's partly why she's my ex. She wasn't okay with that. I had to basically kind of hide it because it was still illegal in Missouri until, 2018 or something. So
Right.
stupid you think about it. And then in some states it still is, which is crazy. And then these guys overseas are fighting this stuff, which is wild to me. Like we are really lucky. And but yeah, thanks so much for sharing that. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, but actually I just started really, really growing Christmas of last year. So I just actually got my first grow tent, which was this one right here, my little 2x2. got it
Oh,
popped up, got it going, and actually started figuring I'd do it. Now I've just got to play around with the inspections. Inspections come December and July. I know this. They'll give me a 7-day notice on my door, so I've got 7 days to move my ladies. You know what I mean? So that's the
wow.
price I'm willing to pay.
Yeah, that's trying to think of a yeah, that's a lot of work. So do you
Considering
have
I'm spending.
yeah, do you have somebody to help you at least? I wish I
Oh
could help
yeah,
you out,
I've
man.
got a. I helped the lady get off the streets a couple of years ago. She was in Virginia in a bad spot, bad predicament. She got kicked out, so I didn't ask no questions. I was like, "Look, I got a couch. If you want to come kick it on, I'll send you $100." And that happened to be the gas money to get her here, and she got set up. She's a manager now at King Stupids. She does pretty good over there. She's got her own place, like 300 yards away from me, so she loves to come over here and look at the ladies. She don't like to smoke. She's never smoked, but she loves the smell of the weed when I smoke it. So I take all my weed over there and go drop it off for about a day or two. Her whole house, outside of her house, down the road for about 50 yards, smells like dank weed.
Yeah, that's right now we're having a garage sale next weekend, so the only thing we can do is just put some candles. For some reason, it's when you walk through the garage, there's an odor, and then there's certain spots in the house you can smell it. It's very interesting because there's no ventilation that goes to the garage, so I don't know if it's just coming up through a different area in the basement, but it's definitely hard to maintain the smell when you have. I have to keep my tent open at least, I just because the environment allows me to, but I can only imagine that filter helps though. You've mentioned.
I run a CO2 scrubber, so they got charcoal in them. This one, I've been buying the AC Infinity refill kinds because you basically for $80 you get two exhausts. You get the actual component itself, and then they send you a 5-gallon bag full of charcoal that you could refill it with. So you basically get
Oh,
two for the price of one. And I run them on all my tents except for my 3x3 right now. And I do have Spanish ladies that come in the hallway every about twice a week and do the vacuuming and stuff and tidy up. I've asked them, hey, look, I know you're not allowed to smoke in the building, but do you guys ever smell marijuana coming from my door? They're like, no, see, crazy gringo, no mota at your doorway. I'm like, okay, well, I'm just making sure, you know what I mean? Because I do smoke, but yeah, my neighbors don't even know I grow pot, dude.
on that note, I'm going to go ahead and light this back up. That's, it's for the most part pretty 420 friendly here in Missouri. Have you ever been to Kansas City by chance?
Oh, yes, sir. Back probably about 10, 15 years ago, I used to swing through there all the time. I used to live in Oklahoma, so
Okay.
that's where the legal at. And yeah, I used to get in trouble there. I actually got kicked out of that state.
Oh wow. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to recommend because it's so expensive now in the Northland area, and then when you go south of the river, the crime. I mean, we have the 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 violence is pretty bad. I would say in Kansas City, and it's just I hopefully they can get it under control, man. I'm telling you, it's I don't understand the violence. I don't get it.
I'm
Um,
not sure Kansas is that violent, though. I'm actually from New Orleans, the Ninth Ward. I grew up down there and did a lot of construction down there and stuff. I was about the only white boy who was balled around in that neighborhood that didn't get shot or murdered.
well, I'm glad you survived, so we can learn from you.
You have to have respect for both sides. I used to get beat up all the day, every day, all day. They used to beat me up till I fight back, and then they're like, this little crazy guy right here, bro. He could whoop two or three of our asses. I'm like, well, hey, look, I just live right here. They're like, what? You live here? I'm like, yeah, right here. Well, we never see you come out of that place. Yeah, I don't want you to know I live anywhere around here, but yeah, I just live right there. So then they all was like, hey, bro, let's smoke some weed. So then they all brought weed over and Hennessy and barbecue. Then they were all my best friends.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I really have not been in a lot of contact with my friends, unfortunately, my old friends from high school and stuff. Everybody just kind of grows up, and at least I tried to keep in touch, but you know how you can only reach out so much and try so much, and I've actually been more successful on social media meeting like-minded people nationally as opposed to locally. And that's very interesting because I'm pretty introverted. So if I can get online and share, stuff with people, meet people, and they invite me into their life and welcome me, and I welcome them, and it's just been an amazing experience. And it's exactly what I expected. I was supposed to be on YouTube a long time ago. I look at some old videos and I'm like, I should have already been on YouTube. But I just never had the inspiration enough. Well, I did, but then I just not to come back, right? With the cannabis stuff and popping seeds. Sorry, guys, if I'm not reading the chat, I apologize. I was just kind of
I'm thinking
bullshitting
a
with
lot.
Scotty there.
Change his name. He needs to be popping trees. That dude's got
Popping
some
trees.
trees over
I
there.
think you can change your YouTube handle and name. I was thinking about doing it for me because it's just I only had it as my personal name because I didn't really have a niche yet. I never niched down at the beginning when I started. I just kind of, practice making videos. And
Right.
but now that I'm niched down, I was thinking about it, and like everybody likes the soil stuff, so I'm like, should I just change it to something with has to do with soil? I don't know, because now I'm like, I'm like, I've made like 2 or 3 batches now. I'm like, well, I want to, should I go ahead and buy more stuff? But I haven't tested it yet, so I want to make sure to test it first and
Yeah. See how
get
you
a
do
good
on
run.
that. I'm pretty interested in that. As you see, I just run all cocoa, so it's next to hydroponics. I get pretty good yields, 5-6 ounces out of a plant, so I'm pretty happy with it. But
Absolutely.
yeah, that cocoa run that you're doing, or that soil run that you're doing, I'm really interested in that, brother. I'd like to have a special run just for soil because I got a 8x8 coming in, and I'd like to do a lot of plants in there. Of course, you see, I try to max everything out.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I didn't. This is my first time, so like I said, I was pretty nervous, but so far so good. It looks good. I've all the everything that I've studied and everything that everything's normal the way it looks, the way it feels. Everything's going well so far. But I saw something that was interesting. The Dragon he had like a testing kit or something. I don't know. Should I maybe get a testing kit and test different
Yeah,
levels of it after it settles
he's
down
been,
here? A few weeks?
he's been using his soil for like what I think he said 5 years now. So I mean, it's kind of hip to keep an eye on it. I mean, I'm going
Yeah.
on 7 months right here on my cocoa, but I mean, I just always mend my shit up. And I actually did get a new investment though. I got some wiggle worms with what is it? Worm eggs in it. So it'll produce worms, it says. We'll see.
Oh shit. Well, I'm gonna put worms in mine too because I was like, why not? I don't need too many because I'm gonna basically have two. I'm still sticking with 5 gallon pots. I think I was gonna go bigger, but I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Right now, I just have 5 gallon. So
Now I do watch Mephisto's. I do watch Farmer Hatbeard's show. He does do a show on autos. That's all he grows. He does a test on 5 gallons, 3 gallons, and 7 gallon pots. Which ones yields the most? He does them all the same run, same genetics.
oh, okay.
Gonna lie,
See,
the sweet spot seems to be at the 5 gallons. I like the 3 gallons because I could acquire more in my area, but I will be doing a lot of more 5 gallon runs though, because it just seems to be the sweet spot for them. I've done a couple of 5 gallon runs and they seem to have pretty good room to branch out with their roots and stuff. I've not done 7 gallon runs yet, but I do have those pots up.
I feel like you don't have to water as much with 5 gallon too. You can let it go a little longer. With the 3 or 1 gallon, you have to water a little more. It's soaking it up faster. I feel like because I've tried a little bit lesser, or the 3 gallons, and I had to water a little bit more. But so yeah, I've just been 5 gallon. I've actually really never tried a bigger pot, to be honest with you guys. I've been cultivating for about 3 years, so it's been a lot. It's been an awesome experience, man.
Oh yeah, I'm all about trying to experiment over here, different nutrients, different pods, trying different elements for them. If they like it at 50 degrees relative humidity, which they don't really like that. 60 degrees is a little better, but the sweet spot seems to be right around 70 degrees. But I mean, everybody's got their own kick, their own gist on these ladies. So I mean, I've seen some people that do it at 40% relative humidity and bud, and they've got some decent looking bud.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. I'm excited. Hopefully the dry is going to be probably I'm going to try to keep it as maintain it as much as I can. I'm going to basically just do a full chop down and just hang them straight there in the big tent. and I'm not really going to be utilizing that light. I usually only use that light for flower anyway because I feel like I don't really need it for vegging. Um, so I'm going to just use that to dry them, and then probably what 10 to 14 days average. I try to smoke some early always. I try to pull a little off early, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I
we'll
had
do that.
my
Probably not
own.
tomorrow morning. I'm going to wait till the day after, guys, probably, if I'm going to be honest, because I feel like I checked them this morning and they didn't change too much as far as the trichomes. It's been a slow, gradual change. Like I'll see a couple extras here and there. Like I'm checking in, I'm seeing maybe
Amber,
two or
clear.
three more.
What you looking for? The amber or the cloudy?
Oh, just a little bit of amber, and it's definitely kicked in a little bit. I don't want to let it go too far. I definitely like to have it early, a little early.
Right on.
Maybe 12 days.
I like mine 20 to 30% amber. I feel like the more
No way.
amber I get, the more after a 12-day long shift of cooking all day and scrubbing grills and all that shit, once I smoke a joint, my muscles just relax, you know what I mean? Of course, I'm still an old school smoker. I like to throw my YouTubers up on my phone and throw my phone up on the little shower curtain rack and take my little shower, smoke my joint in the shower.
No, yeah, don't get me wrong. I like it both ways, really. If I'm going to be honest, like people are like, "Do you like sativas or indicas?" I'm like, I like it all. It's hard to really. I feel you completely, and it has more cannabinoids. I think if you let it go, like more CBN and CBD, possibly, right? If you let
Oh
it
yeah,
go.
you get the relaxing body high to me. You get that more CBD and CBN in it, so it's more of not the mind relaxing, but you also get that body relaxing too. It relaxes your muscles and your tensions.
Yeah, I'm actually I'm getting ready to pop about 50 to 100 milligrams. I do usually 50, but lately I've been doing 100 because it just gives me a really deep. I feel it hits me. Have to hit 100, take 100 to really feel it in my body. I don't know if you guys have to do high doses too when you
What do you
do
get?
edibles.
Milligrams of THC or CBD?
Well, these are going to be distillate, so THC, just
Oh,
THC. They
oh
have
yeah.
50 milligrams of CBD as well, so it's 50-50 on each piece. Um, but it's distillate, so they're adding the what do you call it? This the CBD isolate or the CBG isolate to the gummies. It's an interesting process here in Missouri because they make a lot of most of the edibles are distillate, and then they add the isolates, the other compounds, right, the other cannabinoids after the fact. So but yeah, I usually take about 100 milligrams, and that gives me a deep, pretty good body feeling, and then and I sleep perfect. So I don't know if anybody has any problems sleeping, I always recommend cannabis.
1,000 milligrams of THC edibles and about 50 milligrams of melatonin. Bam, I'm out cold for about 6 hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think the most I've taken was like 300 or 400, and I was out. I was out.
I got a lady friend up at where I work at. She's a manager up there, and her husband has a medical card. So he goes and gets the medical edibles and the weed stuff. So I actually switch him out. I switch him out for my flowers for his edibles. He loves my flower. He says my flower's better than the medical side of flower. I'm like, well, I like your edibles, brother. So let's do a little deal.
I bet.
He gets the 500 milligram edibles, and I pop two of them. I'm pretty good. He's like, "You're not shit faced." I'm like, "Bro, you have to realize I've been smoking since I was 9 years old, off and on. I went to
Right.
the military and stuff, and I've had to stop due to kids and stuff, raising kids. But once them
Yeah.
kids hit college years, no man, it's on and popping. My little girl, she's both of them are 19 now and in college, and they're actually drug free. I'm proud of them. They've seen what all drugs do. I was on all kinds of drugs back then, so I never hid nothing from them. I showed them what it did, how it does. Crack, meth, all that hard shit. You know what I mean? I raised my kids in a harsh environment. I did, but they're fucking smart ass kids today. They're going to be nurses, you know what I mean? Gonna get their doctor's degree and shit. So something better than what I've ever done. I'm a professional. I'm an average
He's
grower. I'm
a
not a professional. I'm an average
he's a
grower.
botanist. What is it? Is it a botanist? What do they call it? Yeah. We're just plants. I love plants. I don't know. I'm just kind of like they're alive. It's like life, you know. cool creating life and just watching it grow. And my parents were really big gardeners and stuff too. So that's another kind of passion, and it's inspired me to kind of continue on with what they were into. And I was inspired by a lot of stuff they did, and not inspired by a lot of stuff they did. So, oh, those are really pretty, Sky. Oh, is it? I didn't know if anybody else. We have 7 people in here. Does anybody else want to come up? We can have. I didn't even. I totally spaced out. We could have 3 people up here. But yeah, here's the link. Let me send the link again, just in case we. I totally just spaced out. I was smoking that, and I was gonna say that earlier, but yeah, yeah, man. What do you? So you, what are your after this is over? What strains are you running after this, or do you just usually run the same strains? Or I didn't know.
Actually, I experiment around. I've got a couple of sponsors that actually sponsor my channel. So I've got
Yeah,
Son of Odin, Brother Bear, who helps sponsors me. I've got Cultage and Seed, who helps sponsors me, and then I've got Summit Seeds, and then I've got Dab Marino. They all help sponsor me. So with this new 8x8 tent, I'm going to be pretty much doing a lot of their runs, but I'm still going to be having in the backyard, some Mephistos, some Ethos, some Elevates. I still like my own genetics,
yeah.
but I got some Loki's Kush running right now. This is from Brother Bear, and these are I hate to say it, bro, but these are like the world's smallest seeds I've ever seen in my life. Like one of these
That's
seeds,
what mine have been looking like. I'm like, are you gonna grow? I like they get to that big. I'm like, I just want it to grow faster. I'm like, come on. But
I actually had to just set this seed on top of the soil and hope for the best, and they actually started going.
hell yeah.
I got a 4 Loki Kush here. These are auto flowers, and then I got some 37th parallel. The Loki Kush are all feminized, but the 37th parallel are regular. So hopefully I'll find a couple of males in those. Some Tahoe OG Kush mixed with some alien technology Kush. Oh yeah, that sounds interesting.
Damn. That's awesome, man. Like I think, and it's man, that's just awesome. One of these days, I'm gonna get to kick it with you, man. I don't travel too much because I have to stay close to home, with family. But I'm
So
gonna try to get out next year. I'm gonna have a big bucket list. I'm gonna hopefully. I want to visit all the dispensaries in Missouri, and then I would love to go to Colorado as well and visit some dispensaries there, just to kind of show you guys like what we deal with because it's not like that's why the micro license. That's why I was wanting to go after it because there's certain strains that you just can't get. You have to literally cultivate yourself to even have specific types of weed. So that's what, unfortunately, like you'll go to the dispensary and they'll have like 4 different brands and they'll have the same strain. So it's like Cap Junkie is so played out. Like there's a lot of strains that are very common, almost so common you're kind of sick of seeing them. And that's kind of why another inspiration for wanting to get the micro license and try to do something a little different, like make it more of an experience, a little bit like more of a luxury experience. Let's see, or come to New York too.
because I
Oh,
know the Russians here pretty much own the pot industry here in Colorado. So basically, you could go to any dispensary you want, and you're pretty much going to see all the same flower in every shop. You know what I mean? And I think they still change some of these names around just to try to make this bud look presentable or sound presentable. But then when you get to smelling it, or you even grab it, this shit just crumbles up like, man, it's the worst stuff you've ever seen. You don't even need a grinder when you go to the dispensary here.
that's what sucks. It's I literally have to buy the same stuff. It sucks. I mean, it's not. That's why I'm excited to get this harvest. Hopefully, I can get. That's another thing. I'm curious to see how the yield I'm going to get and also the test results. Have you ever had your flower tested out there in Colorado? Do they have testing facilities? That's what I
Um,
was going to ask you earlier. I forgot I was going to ask you that.
facilities, but I actually use Summit Seed. I send all my stuff to Summit Seed and have him test it for me. He's got a tester kit at his house, so he'll test anything you want for $10.
Oh, okay. Wow. Well, that's a really good deal. Yeah, they charge for a terpene profile test and then for a potency test. They call it a potency test. And
Yeah.
we have several different facilities here in Missouri. And yeah, you just pay. It's just money. You pay them and they do it or whatever. Spark Pasparacino, how you doing?
Yeah, you could get a kit off of Amazon for $300. It does the same shit. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what his is. He's got a digital kit. you mix the weed up. I think it's with this little bit of special alcohol. Then you stick it in a test, and it tells you your percentage of THC and your CBD and all that.
Oh, okay. Nice. Well, yeah, I'm really curious to see the terpene profile on the flower. I have never had it tested before in my flower, so I'm really curious. I've just never wanted to give any up because you have to give up like how much is it, like so many grams. I'm like I just didn't want to give them. I didn't
Like,
want to give any away. I'm like I don't want to go destroy this after I just. But it's worth it just to see what it's like, you know, or see what. Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming to this live stream. It's really just been fun hanging out with Scotty, and this is kind of what I wanted to do a couple weeks ago. I asked Scotty if he could come on my live, and this is great. So this is perfect.
sorry, I'm a busy man. Between 3
Oh no,
p.m. 3 a.m. I'm usually cooking at work, and if not, I'm at home freaking messing with my ladies.
oh no, bro, you're I know you're busy, and I think I asked you the same day, so I was like, no way, dude, I don't do not, yeah, definitely just throwing that out there if you were available, but.
You asked me, I was at work too. I was like, damn, hey, Miss Ann, can I go home and get some weed? She's like, why? Did you leave your weed at the house? I was like, yeah. She's like, yeah, you can go home for 30 minutes. I was like, damn, maybe I could have enough time to catch him.
Spark Sparacino, we're gonna spark up a little bit more right now, actually. I do have a little bit of this roach I'm gonna finish. Can't let it go to waste. Winging it. How are you doing?
I've
Thank you
actually
so much.
saved a lot of money, started cultivating my own medicine since Christmas. Saved about $7,000. That's about roughly what I was spending per month on flour.
Damn. Hell yeah.
So it's actually nice to. I've even got some dispensary weed still bottled up. I don't even like to smoke it. I try to mix it with some of my flour. Seems like my flour personally gets me higher for 2 to 3 hours versus a dispensary weed for about 10, 20 minutes.
Hmm. Yeah, well, I was gonna ask you too when the or anybody when you guys the last tolerance break you took, because I haven't taken a tolerance break in so long. I was thinking about just taking like a couple days just to see, but it's
That's
kind
a
of
little.
medicinal for me. It helps me with anxiety, depression. It really helps me sleep. So
You want to
it's
see
really
half Boulder, Colorado dead? Then yeah, let me take a little tolerance break.
good. That's funny, man.
I'd probably start off with my job right off at first. I'd probably kill a couple of bosses right there. Just go ahead and grill them up on the grill. Shh, we got some fresh grilled meat coming on out.
Yeah, that's a tolerance. The edibles too, because like I took 100 milligrams the other night, and I took 100 milligrams a day later, and it was like definitely not as much. So it's like I try to space out edibles at least because that'll really get your tolerance. It's a different feeling though. So and then concentrates. I love rosin too, but I feel like the concentrates really hurt your tolerance. So took 3 months off. It's worth it. I haven't taken 3 months off in a long time. I couldn't tell you the last time I took 3 months off, if I'm being honest.
I wouldn't know what to do with 3 months. Holy cow! I mean, I'd have to do this for 3 months. Are you crazy? Oh wow, I'd go crazy. No, my boss up there, they all pretty much understand. If I don't have weed, they can tell by my attitude. I kind of get shitty about things. I don't say nothing. I kind of have a bad attitude. But if I got weed in my system, I'm happy go lucky. I'm dancing around, whistling songs and stuff.
I think even yeah, micro dosing too. Like if I do like a small amount, it just kind of gives you that uplifting feeling. So I think it just really could help people, and hopefully that's the only good thing about them talking about it more in the media is I hope they do give people access to it, especially in states that they're having trouble because some people just like to do if they could just take like an edible, just a dose, it could help them get through the day. If they're having a rough day or if they're feeling depressed, for example. So.
Definitely.
I think it helps with depression a lot.
Well, see, here in Colorado, they've actually legalized acid and shrooms. So as long as you're not selling
Oh,
it and you don't sell it and you just give it to friends, it's fine. It's fair trade. So I do that, you know what I mean? I've got some of the cleanest acid around, you know, from the Grateful Dead concerts back in the 80s. I know the old cook from there, and I still rock with the guy. So,
Oh
you know,
wow.
kind of like to help people out that way too. You know, I've reached out to a couple of, well, actually, a couple of friends have actually seen a little pen of mine, and they're like, "Hey, that's an acid pen." I'm like, "Yes, sir, it sure is. Are you interested in some?"
Yeah, it's been a long time. I actually had some tea in South Padre Island in July. It was amazing. If I haven't done it in so long, it was mushroom tea. We kind of just took a couple grams and just put it in the tea, mixed it up, and it was good. And then I ate it afterwards, so I had the full experience. It was nice. I mean, I have to say I don't do a lot, but like, again, in small dosages, I think it just has a really I've always
Definitely,
had a positive
definitely
experience.
enjoyable. You get a good high. You get the little smileys and the gigglies. It's actually fun.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, man. And I kind of like the taste sometimes. It's weird. Like the tea kind of had the taste. I could taste it a little bit, and it was like there was just something that brought me back, like to when I was younger or something. Because I'll
Well,
never forget when I did do a lot of shrooms before, and I was driving with my friend. I was in the back seat, and I don't know if you guys have street lights on each side of you when you're driving, but the street lights were not. There was just one line that went straight down on each side, and it looked crazy. It just was a straight line of light, and I'll never forget that. And I felt like I was just riding on a roller coaster. It was crazy. I'll never
so
forget that. I don't know how many I took. I took several grams. I don't know how many grams that was, but um,
yeah, this stuff
Crumblewick was actually
here.
talking about. Crumblewick was talking about he had had an experience recently, and I was like, wow, it's been a while for me personally on the other stuff, the mushrooms for sure, but on the acid, I haven't had any of that for
Yeah, I
I would say
blessed
probably since
Crumble
I was
Wig
a
with
kid,
some.
teenager.
I blessed old Crumble Wig with some.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah,
wow.
he's an old head like me. He likes to go all different kinds of ways just to have a little fun. You know what I mean? Keep it interesting. And I told him I had some old school stuff, and he's like, "No way!" So he actually tried. And he's like, "Man, I tried one, and 2 to 3 hours, I was in a wonderful place." I was like, "I bet you the visuals were awesome." He goes, "Bro, you have no idea." I said, "Oh yeah, I do." First time I got back into it, I tried four. Oh my god, dude! I tried rolling a cigarette for 4.5 hours. I couldn't do it. The next day when I woke up, I had 10 cigarettes laid around the house that I done rolled that I thought I was trying to roll, but I thought I was failing. So
Wow. Yeah, he's cool as shit, man. I'm so lucky. I don't know. I don't even remember really where when we first met on YouTube. It's kind of crazy. I don't remember when I first met you either. It was just kind of like in the last several months we just kind of all came together as one. It was like a legion or something of people. It's been amazing, but he's a great guy. He's very community like you yourself, very community based, making sure to get in there and help people out if they're, even if someone in the chat, he can pick up on people's energies a lot too. I've seen him pick up on that, and he just knows, how to, if people maybe need a little bit of lifting up for their day or whatever what's going on in their life. Just a super cool guy. And I saw he sent you that tent, and I was like, damn, that is a beast of a tent too.
could have seen the guy carrying that son of a bitch in from UPS. Boy, look, old 70-year-old guy, man. I feel so bad for this guy. He's got it on a dolly. We're talking a 300-pound tent in this big old box. And I look up, he's got to come down stairs to get in the basement. So I go up down the stairs, I grab it off his little dolly, I come down in, I throw it in the house. He goes, "Oh, I gotta get a picture." I'm like, "Hey, no worries, old man. Come on back over." And he looks inside the house and he goes, "Oh wow, you got some beautiful ladies." I was like, "Hey, do you smoke?" He goes, "Ah, we can't." I was like, "Man, I'll catch you on the next round then, partner."
Wow. Yeah, when I saw that, my eyes were literally like this. My eyes opened because you're like, the camera panned over to that box, and I was like, holy shit. Because I actually remember the live when you guys were talking about that. I remember that conversation. So it's like, holy shit, he did it. He's got it, man. That's cool as fuck. But yeah, growing old, you're right, man. You are right. He is a cool guy. I'm just so lucky I met all you guys, man. I'm just really grateful. Lucky Bullpacker, what's up? How you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. I haven't seen everybody in a while. Sorry if I've missed anybody's videos or lives. I do definitely apologize. I try to catch up, but I notice sometimes I have to actually go to the pages, even if I have notifications on. So, and oh, and shorts. If you guys have shorts, I haven't been watching a lot of shorts lately, just because I scroll through them and I try to like them, but they go so fast and there's so many. I just I don't, and I stopped making shorts myself because I feel like my subscribers off my shorts weren't translating into long form views. Um, and if I stick with the long form content and lives, I think that I'll attract people that want to watch lives and long form videos more. If that makes sense, I don't know. Yeah, shorts are hard for me to as well because it's like you have 3 minutes. So I'm trying to like the format of it too. There's like stuff on the sides. It's vertical. Um, I was thinking about making just a shorts channel because I feel like what's his name? There's somebody that just does shorts only. I thought that was interesting.
Oh yeah, For the Load does just shorts, and he's awesome at it.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of like there's an art to it. It's definitely cool. It's cool. It's a vibe. It's a whole vibe.
I've been noticing YouTube's been not keeping up with my subscriptions of people that I've like subscribed to, like you. I noticed the past 2 shows that you put out, I've had to go back to your show and subscribe back to you. I'm like, why is YouTube unsubscribing me from people?
Oh wow, really? I haven't noticed that. That's scary because I
I'm
haven't.
I'm on your page trying to comment, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to show love that way they'll try to keep us connected. But I noticed the first grow show that you did with the soil update where you mended all the live soil and everything. I had to go back and subscribe to you. I was like, what?
That reminds me, another thing about the shorts, and it's really weird, but I know with Dragon and with yours, Scotty, when I go to comment, it would not let me fucking comment. I was like, okay, what the fuck's going on? Because I'd go to another short that would.
I've noticed that with me. I
You
can't
guys ever?
comment on a lot of shorts either. It's like, what the fuck? I don't know if it's
Okay.
because I've made people narrators or moderators of my channel. Maybe. I don't know.
No, I
That's
was
the only
having that same issue. For some reason on Dragon's channel, I saw his short and I tried to comment. I clicked on it, it wouldn't let me. So I don't know. I don't know if it's a glitch or if it's just like. So that's another reason if I haven't commented on your shorts, and if any of your guys' shorts is because it won't let me sometimes. It's really weird. And then if I log in and log out and log back in, sometimes it'll let me, but it's really weird, man. I don't know. I just try to I just go to the next video or just like move on. But yeah, YouTube has definitely some glitchy stuff going on sometimes.
Yeah, it's definitely doing that with me too. I've noticed that. The plant janitor, I think it was growing old shorts, and a couple of other people's that I can't comment on their shorts.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. I forgot to mention that in my last video too, because I was like, how do I tell them? I was like, should I go to their long form? I'd be like, it would. I think Dragon. I was like, hey man, by the way, I wasn't able to log into your shorts. No, I was thinking, well, I forget that I can just text you guys. I actually can text you. And I was gonna reach out to you the other day. I was like, well, shit, I forgot that I have his number now. So, um, and email obviously. So, I appreciate your guys' emails and all your comments on all my videos and really everything. I just appreciate everything. I'm just like so grateful and I can't wait to keep growing because I feel like we're gonna keep our channels are gonna keep getting bigger and we're gonna keep meeting more new people as they can continue to come along. And we'll get to help them and let them join the community and really interesting. It's a whole cool dynamic on here because I feel like there's a lot of my subscribers that I don't see on your guys' channels, and then a lot of your guys' subscribers I don't see on my channel. So we have kind of a whole different community of subscribers too, but some similar. But like I see a lot of familiar faces, but then some other. I'm like, okay, I haven't seen that person before. Hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Still alive. This is my son, Jackson. He's gonna be 19.
Sir, oh, you going live with somebody?
No, we're
Congrats.
live.
It's 19, brother.
Yeah,
Sir,
he's
appreciate it.
he's got his medical. He's medical, Missouri. You can get your medical card when you turn 18, which is good. So he doesn't have to worry about, you know, them the trouble, right? The whole getting in trouble for it. That's the big thing for me too. You know,
Nice. You could be a caretaker for him and grow more plants.
that technically, yes. If you, I just have to pay him. It's just all about the money, the licenses, and you know, it's kind of funny because they'll really let anybody do it. There's really the way it. I was going to do a video on it. The way the cultivation is set up, basically, you just fill out the form. You tell them, hey, you know, you have to give them access to your property, but they've never came here. And as long as it's locked or whatever, as long as you have your cultivation badge on there, you're good. So I've never heard of anyone being, I guess you could say, audited or rated as far as like the
Man.
state coming into their house and saying, hey, or do you have so many plants? Or I know there was a guy on the east side of Missouri that got caught with 400 or some plants, and he's right now still in litigate. He's just, you know, in trouble with the state. Um, but besides, unless you're doing something egregious, I don't think you'd have to worry about them coming to your house. They do have your address, though. You have to give them your address, you know, everything, and then you pay them. You pay them. Like,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
the state always wants their money in Oklahoma. Yeah, I know some guys in Oklahoma. They're cool. Oklahoma has a pretty cool culture down there. It's completely different. They came up to Missouri and they were wondering why everybody has decks here. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know it was a phenomenon. I've always lived in Missouri, so we just always had decks. I don't know. He's like, why does everybody have a deck? I mean, I told him I didn't know. I don't know why everybody. It's just I guess it's just the thing here. But
I got family in Oklahoma that grow pot.
that's awesome. I forgot where it's Broken Arrow is the place where the guys are that Stash House is located. I never
My
went there, but I drove through there.
my sperm donors in Madill, Oklahoma, little podunk ass town out of Ardmore.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Okies have decks. That's what I'm saying. I thought that was I was like, I don't know if it was just where he's located at or what he's been. I don't know. Maybe he was joking. He might have been trolling me, but yeah, Oklahoma and their system is different because of what they have medical only. So many dispensaries. I couldn't believe how many dispensaries there are in
Kicked out
Oklahoma.
of Oklahoma. I got 1999 for growing marijuana, 200 plants in one area. I got kicked out of the state of Oklahoma and told to go to the military and never come back. So I did that. Bye, Felicia.
Damn.
I did my 6 years in the military, Navy, aviation warfare operator. I did 2 tours over the seas, came back to Oklahoma, and stayed for about 6 years. And did my little low thing, caught out, and of course I was trying to grow weed there too, and I was catching hell because it was still illegal. So I shot out, moved up here.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I never had any issues in Colorado. The only thing is the drive from Missouri. It's like, or from Kansas City, basically, it's like going through Kansas. You don't really see anything until you get to Denver. It's kind of just there's not a lot to look at. It's kind of just a flat land, and then you get to Denver, and you're like, okay, you start seeing the mountains. Um, but yeah, really cool. I've been out there twice. I went over to Fairplay, which was interesting, and then I went up to Breckenridge, which driving up there was very I don't know. It was kind of stressful going on the side. It's like you're driving on the side of a mountain, right? So I'd never done it before. Everybody was driving slow, and I was driving. Everybody was behind me. I was driving slow, and everybody was. I had this line of cars behind me. They're like, "What is this guy doing?" I was like, "I don't want to go off the cliff." I was like, in the elevation. I remember that I had trouble breathing for a few days, so because the air was like thinner. It was almost like a cleaner, but it was like thinner. So I had to get used to it. I couldn't catch my breath for a couple days.
I
Back
see
in the
Wednesday and live backpack in the chat. I'll sub up to you guys later.
yeah, sub up if you guys haven't. Everybody in here is cool. I recognize everybody. Um, busted for growing in the 80s. Yeah, I guess that was just kind of the reason I didn't cultivate earlier is because uh, the relationship that I was in was not one that I could cultivate in, and also it wasn't legal at the time, so it would have all been, of course, just underground or black market or whatever. But I know a lot of people just did it anyway, and I'm very thankful for those people. And we had this really good chem dog connection. He grew some really fire chem dog. It was crazy, just the best stuff. And he just was very consistent. Just kept growing it for like 2 years straight. We just smoked chem dog. So I do miss that. I miss the chem dog. It was really heavy sativa. I just remember taking 2 or 3 hits, and it was always the two or three hitter quitter. You know, love Breckenridge for Colorado. I want to go back there for that. My girlfriend and I hopefully are going to go back and ski before I get too old. I am trying to
Up here
stay
in the,
healthy.
I could just jump right outside when it goes snowing. Oh, okay, you guys are closed for today. I'm gonna go hit the mountains and grab my snowboard. I'll see you guys later.
Have you snowboarded, Scotty, before?
Oh yes, sir. I love it. I don't really like skiing, but I like snowboarding. It's a lot more funner. You know what I mean? I don't like carrying two skis around, but one snowboard's pretty cool.
I used to skate. I used to skateboard, but I've never skied or I've skied, but just briefly when I was younger, and then I've never snowboarded. But I used to skateboard all the time, and I loved to skate. I was one of those skater boys. Had an Alien Workshop board. I'll never forget, man. I still shop the CCS catalog. They have some
Yeah.
cool clothes to this day, some really cool clothes, and really cool boards. I was tempted to buy a skateboard, but I was like, I don't know if that's a good idea. I'm going to be 45 this year, so I don't know if that's a good idea. But um, I'm,
Hey,
I'm just going to stick with flannel.
you only live once. Live life to the fullest.
Yeah, snowboarding seems intimidating to me. I don't know why. It's just, how do you slow down? Do you just turn sideways a little bit? Is that kind of the slowdown?
Yeah, you just turn sideways, like face your body towards whatever you're trying to go down. If you're trying to stop, just face your body that way. Slide
Okay.
your slide your heels down and pick your toes up.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah, I wasn't sure because I just see everybody going so fast. I don't see them slowing down much until the end, and then they just there's just a big ending, and I'm like, shit, I don't know if I can do that.
Later on, Did you have a good night, brother?
Oh yeah, guys. I've been chatting for longer than I anticipated. I'm gonna have to get off here, Scotty. So thank you for coming up. I am gonna have to cut this. I didn't even know it was 9:40. Oh my gosh.
Appreciate you having me up,
Thanks,
brother.
Scotty. Hey, Scotty. Thank you for coming up, buddy. I really appreciate you, man, so much.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the live. That was an amazing chat with Scotty. Thank you, everyone that came to the live and said anything on the comments. We will be back next week. I want to do lives once a week, and I really want to be consistent because I feel like allows me to connect a little bit closer with you guys, up close and personal. We can kind of smoke or whatever and hang out. And it's just different than the long form videos, when you record and you upload and edit or whatever. It's just, for me, it's just more personal going live. And I do like it, actually. So, Handyman Gardner, thank you for stopping by the live. I really appreciate you. Lucky Bowl Packer, winging it. All of you guys, every single one of you guys. Jess Grows Green, he was up here in the front. I remember he had to leave. Chunky Grows, he went to get something to drink, but he stopped by. Growing Old, thank you so much. See all you guys in here. Spark Sparacino, thank you so much for stopping by the chat and the live. I'm gonna sub up to you. Maybe I'm already subbed to you. I might be. I'll double check. I don't know if this is gonna save, guys. That's another thing. I don't know if this is gonna save because I've never done this through StreamYard. So, but yeah, everybody in here is so cool. Popping seeds, everybody, all these names I'm seeing in here are people that are there's some real ones. So sub up to all the guys in here and gals. And Scotty 420, Awesome chatting with you, brother. Awesome chatting with you. He was going to be my first guest anyway, guys. When I was going live a couple weeks ago, I was going to go live and have a guest, and I was going to start doing this, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to wait. There was some other people that had live scheduled already, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let them do the thing. I didn't want to kind of go in, but I think Monday nights might be a pretty safe place. I don't want to do my lives over anybody else, right? Robert's Place. Thank you so much for stopping by the stream. Legacy Leaf Seed Company. Thank you so much for stopping by. Every single one of you guys. TN, Alaska's Finest. Thank you so much for stopping by the stream. And I will see you guys tomorrow or on the next video, whichever comes first. Take care, Blazing.